More to the game, season 5 is here finally. I know I've been tripping, man. I had y'all waiting a long time. Have not been dropping content like I normally do.
Hey, stop bullshit!
And that's on me. Had some things I had to settle, but it's over now. We good. We ready to get into this content once again. Season 5 of the podcast. It hasn't been 5 years, but 5 seasons is a lot of content. And you guys have definitely been supporting, and I appreciate you, for sure. This season, we definitely gonna focus on bringing more energy and more controversy, because I know that's what y'all like, because y'all some messy folks. And I know y'all seen the thumbnail, I know y'all seen the picture, the description. We talking about Ja Morant, Demetrius Jamel Morant, and Zion Latif Williamson. NBA stars, young phenoms, going down the wrong path. I'm pretty sure if you haven't been living on a rock, you know that Ja Morant been tripping. He been out here getting in trouble left and right. He just been messing up, man. He been fumbling the bag, just fumbling it. He had a great little max contract secured, generational wealth. He's doing everything to mess that up. And I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know what he got going on, but from what I've seen, I'm piecing things together, and we're going to talk about it today. And your boy Zion, he a little different. Zion. He got some different type of problems. Zion is Zion. But to go ahead and get into the episode, we're going to talk about the timelines of both of the players. Starting off with Ja. It started last summer when his mom was at a mall. She was at Finish Line, and she said the worker was not treating her right or not serving her and serving some white ladies or white people in front of her. And she decided to call up her millionaire superstar NBA player son, Ja Morant, to come down there and get on him and handle the situation and strike the fear of God in his soul. And that's what Ja tried to do. The report is that the Finish Line worker was scared for his life. I think they stayed in the back or stayed somewhere away from Ja. I don't know what actually happened, but they said he scared him or scared her. I'm not sure if it was a guy or a girl. But then you get on to the next story, which was when Ja punched a 17-year-old in a pickup basketball game. Which just sounds wild. I don't know what caused the altercation. Whatever happened, Ja ended up punching this dude. Even though he's 17, I play pickup basketball. Like, dudes definitely get into it out there. When you reach the level that Ja's at, you just can't even engage in that. Like, fights can happen, but you don't have to be in them. Like, there's ways to avoid confrontation and physical altercations, and Ja decided not to. He decided to go ahead and swing on Buddy and put him in his place.
But wait! There's more!
Ja's entourage, his guys, his friends, whatever, that he brings to games, and his posse, as they say, they got into it. The Grizzlies, Ja's team, had a game with the Pacers, and they got into it with some players or some staff, and ended up being a situation where they were pointing lasers at the bus, the team bus or whatever. You know, the lasers to make it like they got a red down there, like they get killed, sniped out or whatever. And that got reported on, and that did not look good on Ja. I don't think anything happened from that situation in terms of punishment, but that was just another one of the many things that Ja has been surrounded by, gotten into, that went wrong for him. But then the big thing happened. Footage came about that he was in this strip club, and it showed him with strippers, money, alcohol, everything you expect to be in a strip club. And also him with a gun. Ja, as we came to find out, has a thing for guns.
I like guns. I like guns. I like guns.
And that was the first time we seen him on the internet with a gun in a strip club. And that caused the league to hand down an 8-game suspension from the time that he was getting help or seen, and when the team suspended him indefinitely. Like, served about 8 games, and he was able to come back. He finished out the regular season in the playoffs. But then, after his team was eliminated, chilling, enjoying his offseason, nothing wrong with that. Ja was seen on Instagram Live on his friend's account with a gun. Once again.
Don't give me no gun, man. You know what I'm gonna do.
Yep. And then, as you know, he got the 25-game suspension. A lot of money lost. I want to say around $7 million. Came back, his team, his camp. They said that the gun actually was a lighter, which doesn't matter in the situation because it's not just the fact that you got a gun, it's what you're portraying. The image you're portraying is that you're playing around with guns, trying to make it look cool, you're a gangster thug, whatever you want to call yourself. And you're not taking the NBA serious and not taking your image serious. It's a multi-billion-dollar entity, and you're supposed to be one of the faces of the game, and you can't be doing stuff like that. So that's why he got suspended. Ja isn't the only one that's had some off-season trouble or career troubles, period. His South Carolina brother, AAU teammate, his fellow draftee in the 2019 NBA draft, #1 overall pick, Zion Williamson, has found his way into some controversy as well. Zion in his career already had some problems going on. First overall draft pick, but he's missed so many games, it's ridiculous. 114 games in 4 seasons, and he got a max contract last offseason, and this year he only played 29 games. He has not lived up to the #1 draft pick status, not because of performance, because when he steps on the court, he's amazing. But in terms of his availability and durability, he's just not been there for the New Orleans Pelicans. Besides not being available on the court, Zion is not available off the court to certain women that he made promises to, has made a special place in their hearts for. Zion has not been there for them. And what I'm talking about is the porn star Mariah Mills called out Zion on Twitter a while back, trying to expose him for how he was selling her a dream, while Zion and his girlfriend recently announced that they were expecting a baby. Mariah Mills was engaged in a relationship with Zion apparently during their relationship, and he said he was going to move her to New Orleans, and he was, so, infatuated with her, whatever. Like, they had a good relationship in her eyes, and then he pops up with a baby on her. And she went on a crazy Twitter rant, posting texts and pictures, just really doing whatever she could to try to expose him. She even threatened to post a sex tape they had.
You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
But that wasn't getting out. Adam Silver probably made that call, and Elon got her shut down on Twitter. Her account was suspended not too long after that tweet threatened to expose Zion and the NBA. Another woman came forth saying that she was in a relationship with Zion as well, that she might be pregnant, and she was trying to expose him too. I don't know how true that accusation is, but no matter if it's true or not, you got these people out here trying to sling dirt on your name. That looks bad for you, your girlfriend, and the NBA. That's not a good look at all. You're in the headlines for the wrong reason, man. You want to be known for getting buckets, not buns.
Look at these big old buns. Yeah! You know it, baby. Work those buns.
Man, I'll tell you, Zion, that's a funny case, man. I did not expect him to be that type of guy, but he's that type of guy. More power to you, Zion. More power to you. But you got to get your basketball handled, man, because you can't have all this controversy not on the court. But more to the game, as always, is not just about, calling out athletes or making fun of athletes or demeaning them or anything. We're here to educate, entertain, give advice. We're here to help. And for any young athletes that look up to these guys or trying to find their way along, I want to talk about some things, talk about the situations, and give my takeaways so that you guys can better learn from them and not make those same mistakes. With Ja Morant, I think that he's showing a pattern of behavior. I was a big Ja Morant fan, and I saw how he was moving in terms of his tweets, always talking on Twitter and social media. Then I saw he was sort of living that rapper lifestyle, going to Icebox.
Come on, y'all see us? Shot o'clock in Icebox, man. Shout out to my peoples, man. My peoples in here.
I just saw how he was moving, and it just seemed real corny to me, and I kind of detached myself from Ja Morant. I still think he's a great player, but some stuff is just unnecessary. And he's showing this pattern of behavior that he has an addiction to clout. That's my opinion. He wants to be like a rapper. He wants to be like an NBA YoungBoy. He wants to be clouded up, have people afraid of him, fear him, respect him, love him, whatever it is. He wants clout. He has everything else in the world, but he still just wants clout. That's why social media, he's always on. He's just moving like a rapper. And all in all, he's just moving like a rapper. And rappers want to be NBA players. NBA players want to be rappers for some reason. But NBA players or athletes in general don't understand. The rappers and celebrities wish they had NBA money. They wish they had $200 million guaranteed and not have to worry about any beef or drama or people trying to kill them or rob them or steal from them. Like, you don't hear about NBA players just going to this restaurant and getting gunned down and robbed. Like, that's that rapper lifestyle. And a lot of NBA players, they want the clout that comes along with it. And sometimes that will bring about the other stuff, like Ja Morant is facing right now with his suspension and all his backlash on social media and media in general. But Ja isn't the first or the last. Allen Iverson was looked at as that type of player back in the day. He never did anything that Ja did. He wasn't just self-harming, basically, and getting himself just set up. Ja lived a crazy lifestyle, but it wasn't a stupid lifestyle. I would say that. He wasn't doing stupid stuff all the time. He was definitely trying to break the mold and mix hip-hop and basketball, but Ja is just throwing away money at this point. And other kids and coming up in this new generation with social media, they might be susceptible to the same things because social media and clout is definitely a drug.
Shit, man, when you off this shit, it ain't never too goddamn late. This shit don't sleep.
And a lot of people are addicted to it. It is not a good thing. So for any young future athletes out there that might one day be making those M's or be on that big stage, understand that clout is not worth it. If you make it to that point, you don't need the clout. You need your loved ones. You need your teammates and organization to be behind you, a good team around you, period. And enjoy your life and family, man. That's really it. You don't need all the other stuff because all the other stuff is just going to bring you more problems. But another thing about the Ja Morant whole situation is I want to talk about how his parents are looked at nowadays because of his mistakes. One thing about me is I really love when my parents are able to show me off or brag about me. I'm not in the NBA or anything, but seeing my dad whenever I'm working with him and he introduced me to a client, he said, that's my baby right there. He played basketball overseas. I see him smiling ear to ear. He's so proud and enjoys, talking about me and what I've done and not having anything bad to say about anything I've done, even though I'm not perfect. But it just makes me so happy to see how proud he is of me. Same thing with my mom. Like, whenever I go anywhere with her and people ask about me, like, you see a proud parent and it makes you proud as well that you've pleased your parents and you made them proud, like, in general. But with Ja, at first people, they were loving his dad. They used to call him Usher. He looked like Usher.
Jim, are you seeing double? Okay.
Down on the sidelines, being a celebrity with his shades, not looking cool. But now that Ja Morant's made all these bad decisions, they're saying that, he's just being a friend, so he's not being his daddy. He need to get him in check. His parents are letting him on the wrong path. Like, all of that because of Ja's decisions. I don't know how good or bad his parents have been to him in his life or whatever. I know they did enough to get him to the position that he got to. And once money comes involved, those relationships change. Once you become the provider, the roles are not the same anymore, especially if you already had like not so much of a parent-child relationship. It's more like not even a homeboy relationship. It's not that power dynamic that good parent-child relationships have. Once you're in a situation with money on top of that and you become the big dog and the boss and leader of the family, it's hard for your parents to say anything to you because you out here buying them stuff. You provide for them. You put them in houses and cars, funding their businesses or whatever it is. Like, it's hard for them to really even say anything, especially you're an adult already and you're no longer under their roof. But money doesn't change who you are. Money serves like gasoline on the fire that is burning within you. If you got an addiction, you got these bad traits, these bad decisions that you're prone to make, money just gonna make you make it a whole lot worse. If you like women, you're gonna be like Zion, getting all the strippers and porn stars pregnant. If you like guns, you're gonna buy all your guns and post them up on social media and get in trouble. If you like to eat like Zion, you're gonna eat now. You're gonna eat good. You're gonna be eating real good. Eat your way out the league too. Whatever it is you got wrong with you, that money is gonna expose that, because it just gives you all the means necessary to be who you really are. And that's a fact. Because with Zion, they talk about his work ethic and him not really wanting to do the things that come along with basketball in terms of putting the work in to get on the court, stay healthy. If he was already like that, that money just gonna make him even more lazy if that's the case. I'm not here to assume that that's what he is or that's how he is, but if that's the case, having $200 million basically, that's gonna make you way more lazy than a dude that's trying to get out the mud. But all in all, I want this situation to serve as a warning and an opportunity for young people to see the outcomes of their decisions. Social media is really a good thing, but it's also a terrible thing at the same time. I know we're all becoming connected. We get so much information, so much entertainment, but don't let social media raise your kids, parents. Don't let social media change your goals, young athletes. Social media is a facade. It's a highlight reel. I've said it before on the channel. Don't let the fakeness change your perspective. You will become delusional if you think that social media is the real world. So for all my young athletes out there, I hope you learned something from today's episode. Hope you guys appreciate me, because I'm trying to get better. Like, I'm really trying to get better. I enjoy doing this, so each time I do it, I want to get a little bit better. Season 5, episode 1 is complete. I enjoyed today's episode. I enjoy you guys watching. Please tune in next week for some more content, folks. I'm back in season. I'm dropping every week.